These are people who have come from all over the world to seek solution to their medical complications. Some come from Asia, but many of them have traveled from different continents and different countries. The Apollo Hospital in Delhi is among the top 50 big private hospitals in the capital. This hospital does not just cater to the local population, but it cares for people from all across the world, many of them from Africa.
We get patients from about 121 countries of the world. But if you look at the larger number of patients, they're coming from the African region, both from the Western Africa and the Eastern African and Southern African region.
Most of the patients come to seek remedy to some of the most complex medical needs that cannot be handled in their own countries.
Patients who are coming to us are primarily coming for complex problems like cancer, various types of cancer, then orthopedic problems, spine problems, surgeries for spinal deformities, brain tumors, kidney problems. They come here for kidney transplants, liver failure for a liver transplant, and so on, other complex problems.
Indian doctors are said to be among the best in the world, which makes them more attractive to diaspora patients.
There are subspecialty where we have got a huge experience, particularly at Apollo, like in kidney transplantations. We are the oldest center in this part of the world, and we are doing the largest number of transplants. And on an average, in a given day, we do 2 or 3 kidney transplants. In a month, we touch a number which majority of the bigger centers touch in a year's time. So that is the numbers which we are currently dealing with. Apart from the kidney transplant area, we have a very robust liver transplant program. We have got a neurosciences program, spinal injuries and spinal care programs.
Doctors at the Apollo Hospital can boast of over 80% success rate of liver and kidney transplant cases.
It depends upon the situation the patient is walking in. If we are talking overall, it is about 92% success rate for liver transplantation. If it is a good risk patient, then the success rate increases to about 94-95%. If it is a bad risk patient, in which means that the patient is really decompensated, he's had multiple problems, heart problems, lung problems, kidney problems, then the success rate will come down to around 88-90%. So overall it is 92%, and if you compare it with the world standards, it is at par with any good center of repute across the world.
Asha Suleiman from Tanzania is one among many Africans who have come for complex medical solution in India. Her daughter, Hassan Juma, was treated for heart disease at Apollo.
Ilikuwa roho inaniuma sana. Naingia mwanangu simkabati hata kumbeba. Namwangalia tu. Kwa kweli roho ilikuwa inaniuma, nilikuwa sili, sinywi, silali, nafikiria mwanangu. Nasema atapona, lakini nilikuwa namwachia Mungu, namuomba Mungu asubuhi na jioni mwanangu apone.
Like little Hassan Juma, Tumeledu Adeboye of Nigeria was also one successful case of surgical work at the hospital. She underwent surgery for breast cancer.
The nurses were amazing. They took care of me like I was their child. After I recovered from surgery, I had my chemotherapy. And after my chemotherapy, I had radiation. And the whole process was everything I wanted it to be.
One of the reasons why Indian hospitals like Apollo are attractive to foreign patients is not just the quality of medical care, but also the cost.
Oh, it's extremely affordable. If I have to give you an idea, the costs are about 1/5 or 1/10 in some of the cases. Open heart surgery, for an example, would cost about $100,000 in US. Or it would cost about, if I have to talk in African context, about 35-40,000 US dollars in South Africa. In Singapore, it costs about 25,000. In India, at Apollo, it's only about 6,000 US dollars. So
Dr. Southwood also said hospitals in India know that it's not easy for foreigners to live in a city for a long time.
We understand that patients who are coming here to a different country, in a different culture, have other needs as well, so we are sensitive to that. We provide services like pickup from the airport as soon as the patient arrives. We receive them at the hospital. We have a dedicated lounge for them to rest and get freshen up. After that, we ensure that they're handheld and there's somebody taking care of for their appointment. We provide translators, interpretation services. All these are free of cost services. We try to come up with the best cuisine for them. We can match as close to as their local cuisines.
The Apollo Hospital can boast of a solid relations with African countries and has patients coming from all across the continent. The hospital is also carrying out outreach activities in those countries.
We visited that hospital, which is called the John F. Kennedy Hospital, and which is a very well constructed hospital. There was nothing much there in terms of diagnostics, nothing much in terms of the basic facilities which the patient would require. And I presume that's one of the major hospitals in Liberia. We had a meeting with the president of your country. She had invited us over to her house to talk about how Apollo can help them.
Last year, this hospital saw over 150,000 foreign patients, and there are expectations that the numbers may even be more this year. So until medical facilities improve in developing countries, many patients will keep flocking to India, not just to see the Taj Mahal and shop, but also to mend their body and soul.
In search of better healthcare services, thousands of people from around the world troop into India to get better medical care. It's not just about getting the pills from the pharmacy, but it's about the services that are provided at medical centers around India. The Apollo Medical Center is just one that everyone can speak of that have a state-of-the-art healthcare facility. Today, there are hundreds of Africans that are traveling from the east to the west to the south to come here and get better medical care services. Moses Garzeawu, LNTV News, Apollo Hospital, New Delhi, India.